Welcome to this game. Here we have Haviland Tuf, Xarku and SSP on the West team side against jbombard and Pennywise. This will be an interesting one, first one live on stream, but will also be recorded and later be seen on YouTube probably. Tough game, high elo game, everybody here, well, I hope everybody knows what he's doing. It will be a tough competition. We have some really interesting spells. We have Overwork here, a very aggressive spell for waves 11 and 12. We have Titan, very situational spell, especially good on Yosora and on Wanderer. And we have Lizard Army, a very specific spell as well, because you kind of can hide your intentions to go either 11, 12 or 13. All that is possible. And what is really interesting, nobody here is trying to greed and go for the worker number 5 so far. So we have everybody staying on 4 workers on the first 2 waves. Probably the nightmare here, jbombard going to push worker number 5. I would do so if I was him. And we only had Penny going for the king up on wave 1. Whereas especially Xarku with a very passive opener. Antler is a very slow and passive opener. You put a lot of gold in this unit. It's very weak against brutes on waves like 7 and 8 and other waves. You don't want to have too many big units around in the early game, because a brute is getting more and more powerful the more brutes you have there. So keep that in mind. And we have jbombard, as I said, going for worker number 5. So did Xarku, Haviland Tuf, both going for 5 workers. JB already going for the lizard, trying to get this income. I hope he's doing the lizard snail. Same as Xarku going on the nightmare. I think with both of them going for the lizard snail, they would have better chances of a leak on the opponents, even though SSP is staying on 4 workers, but JB doesn't know. So I think this will not, or this should not leak anyways now, but usually you kind of try to send full against those openers to try to get this league going on. Here for Xarku we have a really interesting build. We have the Antler together with an Aqua Spirit. He can be a little bit more aggressive since he got the king up on wave 1, so that's all fine for him. He will only receive 20 a snail from Penny. That was income sense, so no threat for Xarku. We have SSP getting only the lizard. He is just going to clear this one for sure. Same on jbombard. Xarku only decided to send a 40 here. With the snail he would have had the league. That was a tough one for JB with a 60 cent, but no chance to league to 40. And on the other hand side we have Penny still fighting wave 3, leaking to the brood. The brood was just too good to slow him down, denying the heals for the cat to come faster. And this will actually be the first time we have king leaks. First blood on the king with a brood. Brood, yeah, slowing the king, dealing a huge amount of damage on the king, and a brood on the first few waves is just such a brutal thing. Look at this, one single unit 8% down on the king, and they even had the upgrades on the king. The first attack upgrade was already done, but now we have the resets. Penny and jbombard both going for the brood. SSP not looking perfect here. He's missing a little bit of good tank line on this wave. We have only fortified and arcane units here. He does not have the perfect tank line. Xarku also gone really aggressive. 6 workers, 2 aquas, so all his front line is this 1 antler. And let's see, jbombard even had 30 more Mythium in the pipeline. He could have added a snail, and I think that would have been the call to make the King League complete. I don't know why nowadays a lot of people are just trying to save some Mythium for a big ascent next time, because the earlier they lose the king, the better it is for you, because you just have so much pressure and you get so much gold out of it. And this is the King Leagues. We have at least 2 brutes at the king plus 3 little flying chickens. This will be a lot of damage. This might be like 20%, 25%. This is gonna be huge. But now Xarku pushing 8 workers. He's going all in. He's going for the clutch moment now. But what he does not know, that Penny might be able to get another 80 out. At least he will be able to send 60 on next one, maybe even 80. And jbombard as well. He has a lot of Mythium still stacked. sending against SSP. How are they gonna perform on next wave? And it is 18% against them, so the match is still fairly balanced, even though the king upgrades are coming on each side. Pennywise now going for the income, so probably not forcing a leak on Xarku, even though, oh yes, he might be forcing the leak here. He's really low on value and still only having the Emperor as his only tanking unit. All the other units here on the side, the Polys and the Aquas, they're all there to deal damage, to get rid of the wave as soon as possible. And the big sends are coming out. Look at this, Xarku sending Dino and a Brood against a Nightmare opener. 500 value, but still this send is brutal. 140 on wave 5. We have 100 send on Pennywise, 510 value right there. Penny also really bad on wave 6, so maybe a resend can catch him hardcore. But at very first, JB is leaking hard here. I don't see Penny holding as well. What is going on the other side? SSP, the only one probably on that wave able to hold, but look at Xarku, 57%, same as JB Bombard, just because he pressured JB so hard. He went for an all-in right there, and he can be lucky that SSP got some Aqua, so he might be lucky with bouncing on those 2 Scorpions and kill those. But this is gonna be some huge king damage. We have a Dino, we have 2 Broods, and we have 7 little Scorpions going for the king. And over there, oh my god, how lucky can you be? SSP with a huge performance right there, clearing half of the wave, low hitting the other half. And on the East team, what is this? Oh, under 50% king already on wave 5. The gold difference will be huge now for sure. They have 1 worker more each, even though the gold is still displayed as the same. But this is a huge lead already, and the Brutes are coming out. This is a Fiesta game, and they really want to know how it is to force the Fiesta, to make the Fiesta work, and to have the biggest Fiesta in the game's history. Yes, I'm hosting a game, and this is not available for everybody, sadly. It's still a beta thing, and it is hopefully available sometime for all the others. But at the moment it's only me who can do this and the developers. But now we want to focus on the sends. We have 80 cent coming on SSP. Red Aqua at the moment really weak on the early game because of the bounce being so high, and we see the weakness here on wave 6, 67%. We have 4 Roccos plus Brood getting leaked, whereas JB Bombard is able to hold here, as well as Pennywise. They both valued up, they played it safe, and it was for good because they already dropped hard. They now got the resend, they now can push, and they're now in a little bit of a worker lead. Got SSP hard in the same breath, and now they can get a little bit of a gold lead over them, even though their king is super low. But they really have to make some plays right there to be able to compete in this game. Alright, no sense coming out on wave 7. We have the Canopy for Haviland Tuf. He will be pretty safe on this wave unless there's like a lot of Brutes coming. Penny only able to send 2 Brutes here. I think he's more likely to go on wave 8. This will be a huge send, then 200 around. We will have probably an 8 into 10 send coming on SSP right there. We have Pennywise now looking pretty good on wave 8, he's now looking pretty decent on wave 9 as well. If he's going for the Violet, I don't see a lot of potential for 10, whereas JB Bombard is looking pretty bad on wave 9. He does only have the Growl yet to defend himself from wave 9, so this is gonna be an interesting task to handle. We have the Hermit coming out against this Aqua comp from SSP, trying to leak him on wave 8. So I think the wave 8 go is what I called already. We have the Triple Brood coming out from Pennywise against this Canopy. There will be more to come. He can send another 40. JB Bombard will be able to send 60, and now the huge sends are coming, and now they have to see if they're either gaining the lead, they're expanding the lead, or if Xarku, Haviland Tuf and SSP are now taking the gold from the sends, are now transforming this gold into workers, and bam, slapping them on wave 9, especially JB Bombard. Alright, it's 180 against Xarku still a little bit on the line, I think, so maybe this was a little bit late. Oh no, it's a triple brute, never mind. My bad, right there. And we have the 140 cent against SSP, and this is not looking good for SSP at least. Xarku's not performing perfectly yet. He did not have the money for the red aqua, so he went for the rogue wave instead, and the big league on SSP already coming out. We have Brute, we have Hermit healing all the units, and the Hermit will be especially good against the small league on Xarku here as well, because it is just regenerating all those low units. Every unit here did get some damage, which is perfect. The Hermit is just having its full potential, and 9 units, one of those is the Hermit and another one is a Brute, is now going and running onto the King. This is not huge damage. Well, it is huge damage, but it's not the biggest threat they ever had, because Haviland Tuf and SSP both having a huge amount of Mythium on their banks. They both have 200, and they don't even try to send on wave 9. They will go for the all-in on 10. They want to finish this one on 10. 400 gold lead now for East team. And we already see the panic income sends. I would be panicking as well if I was them, because they did not receive a send after wave 6. So they have to care now, already going for the pre-income sends and after income king ups. We can't see the king ups yet up there, but they will be seen within the start of the wave. Yes, we see the 2 king ups right there. I would have liked if they did at least like 1 heal already. They might be needing it, but those small income sends right here, they're just playing into their cards, because now they know there's no pressure against them. They know they can go for the safe 10 kill, maybe even going 11. I don't know yet what they are trying to, without being punished too hard, because they're decent on those waves. They won't leak too much, and we already see Centaur number 1 getting out. 4i right there. That are huge sends. There's even more to come. And jbombard and Penny both on 9 workers, so they're behind on workers now. They have a gold lead. Now it is 300 only. I hope they will decide the right way. I hope they will now go for king ups, and I really hope they will try to defend themselves as good as possible. Harden here, for example. Go for the king ups, please. Yeah, first king ups coming out. Please harden here, Penny. Yes, and king ups fully coming out. The harden still not coming, and it's all about whether they be able to clear now or not. Those sends here on this side, this is only king, which was really needed. And now it is all about how good they're doing. The Centaur's still alive, and this will be a half-life boss coming through to the king, but it looks already like they're not gonna die from this. I'm not sure. The Centaur's getting cleared. This was important. We have a 4i and a super low king coming down there as well. This will be a really close one. Just imagine they're gonna die by 1 hit. Then I can guarantee you this was the missing heal on the last wave. So how are they gonna do here? King damage is really high, around 500, a little bit lower. The king spell really good against the huge boss attack, but the 4i in the back, 4i so good against the king at the moment, and this is it. The 4i just going nuts on the king. This is GG. And yeah, what an awesome game. Haviland Tuf with a long save together with SSP winning this game. They took their advantage. They were a little bit behind after a bigger send on waves 4 and 7, I think it was. Where was a big send on wave 5 and then on wave 8. And then going for the long save, going for the all in on 10. GG's on that one. Thanks a lot, and I hope you had fun with it.